When they're telling me that the allegation that Baumia was involved in the Hajj salary rice scandal, they're saying that it's part of a sense. When they're telling you that
it was a campaign, lawyer Appiah Danquah.
So what?
The campaign is over. The election is over.
Listen, so
we're here to do the post-election analysis.
I'm telling you,
you are drawing references that the content of the messaging for the campaign will have an effect on how they sell the candidate.
It ought to be. It ought to have a.
Appiah Danquah of the United Party. Yes, is that what you're claiming?
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that one, you all have a choice to see politics as through it in the eyes of Aristotle. That says that the ends of politics ought to be in the creation or in providing the common good, creating virtuous people. You understand? Create a system where the individual ambitions of every single Ghanaian can best be met. And you see, in 1992, when we took our constitution, in the spirit of our constitution, we show the values of Ghana, sees politics like how Aristotle sees politics. And we see that in the kind of oath we say that whoever becomes president ought to take. And the first oath is that, listen, you must be faithful to Ghana. That's the first oath he will take. That he must be faithful to Ghana. What does this mean? You understand? He must be, he's trying to be faithful to the values of Ghana. He's trying to be faithful to the ideals of Ghana. We say we believe in what's called the principles of probity and accountability. We claim that we believe in integrity. You understand? And he saw that oath once. He saw that oath once.
As vice president.
But he saw that oath. What did we see when he saw that oath? We are left with he left us with a country that was broken in terms of virtue. Yes, he left us with a country where we started questioning whether or not this constitutional democracy we took upon ourselves is even needful. And we see that in the last Afrobarometer report before they left office, where majority of Ghanaians were questioning whether or not constitutional democracy was even good for us. He left us with an economy that was on its knees. The economy had lost all credibility. He left us with a situation where even though they claimed that they were going to protect the public purse, we had DDEP. My brother Edu made a very good point about his management of the economy. He said that between 2017 and 2020, the economy was good. No, they laid the seeds for the failure of the economy between that 2017 and 2020. You see, when you analyze every economy and the role government plays in that economy, government plays a role in the economy in terms of its fiscal and its monetary policy. Now, we should be questioning them. What wisdom was in their deciding to spend 440 million Ghana cedis on one of the most transformational policies, the 1D1F, and 5 billion on 1D1F. That was how they used their power of fiscal policy. That's how they used the power of fiscal policy.
Well, it's a decision they had to make.
But what was
creating jobs for NAPCO, and then also...
Listen, how many jobs did NAPCO create? And that's why when the so-called Russia-Ukraine COVID came, we had no leg to stand on. As things stand now, we are in a more difficult international situation now with the way Trump is disrupting the global economy. And yet, what's the position of our economy? We have a situation where we are still locked out from the international markets. And what is the state of our economy?